what was the reason why we're introducing it right now to the market? Because over the past months and years we saw there's a huge issue out there. So we saw there, even in companies, information silos existing. What we're also seeing that across these companies, they are sometimes exchanging data, but the real unlocking value of business value is not happening in this way how we would like to see it, and they are struggling really to unlock the value. That is one point. The second point is they have not really the understanding what data is available internally and what is externally available on the market that they can combine to generate data-driven insights. Second point. Third point is that they're really lacking on resources. So that means they have limited access to resources. Even smaller companies, they have only one IT person, but they have not really an idea how they can hire these data scientists and all these new technologies that they can onboard. So for that reason, they are short in resources. And for that reason, we would like to develop this kind of ecosystem where we're bringing data providers, consumers, data analysts, and engineers, scientists together to develop this ecosystem and to help customers to develop data-driven innovation. On the other hand, based on the challenges, what we also saw that companies believe, and that's the reason why you're here, that data analytics is a key thing to differentiate in the future. So that is 100% clear. And what we also saw in a research study, 3 or 4 companies believe that data sharing in the future is critical and important. Think about you're sharing already emails with customers, with partners already, but how you would change data when you're connecting digital ecosystems together. So they believe changing data is really important in the future, but they have one major concern. The major concern is to lose control of their data. They are not then the owner of the data anymore, and they are not willing to lose the control of the data that they have internal, and this is sensitive data. And that is the reason why we see a high risk, and they see that as a high risk to share business critical information with others. That's a kind of a chicken egg problem. And that is exactly the idea why we are jumping in and saying, okay, here's a trusted platform, a trusted ecosystem where you can exchange data on a secure base. For that reason, we developed the Data Intelligence Hub. You see it here on the slide. We believe, with our core functionalities, linking data gives the data analyst and scientist access to the right tools, develop data-driven applications, and based on our data governance rules and data privacy standards, the customer is in an entrusted environment, and we are taking care of all these things. And optionally, the customer can decide when we are mixing up different data sources to persist and store data in our environment that you can develop data-driven applications. That is based on the Altus or Cloudera Altus technology, so that you can spin up a cluster on demand and you can work with your data that you linked and combined together.